YouTube, it's your boy Blair, man, back at y'all with another Dragon Ball Z Sparking video, man. We finally back. So as y'all can probably know from the title, or y'all seen from the title, we finna jump straight into that patch. I'm not finna waste y'all time with none bullshit or nothing like that. So let's get it. Alright, so boom. So the first thing is obviously the target platforms, like like PlayStation, Xbox, PC. You know what I'm saying? The version number of the new patch or the new version of the game. So now let's move on. Alright, so for the first part of the notes, basically right here we got competition, which means versus. So player one versus player two, all stages can now be selected. So basically, y'all remember in the beginning when they used to tell us like, oh, they couldn't get us to play in all them other stages because of limitations, yada yada yada. Man, I ain't gonna lie, we all knew the game we was playing prior to the patch now that we have. That game was a beta game. But now that this is a huge W, I'm not gonna lie, the game's starting to feel like back in the Tenkaichi days. We're not quite there yet, but that's a huge W, man. That's a W. Alright, let's move on to the next. Alright, so next up we got battle setup. It says right here, added a function to switch the display method of the character, added the mindset function for team members. So y'all know like prior to the patch, like the character selection screen was like all over the place, all them Gokus and all them Vegetas and whatever. But now, like they made it cleaner. They made it like back in the day, back in like Tenkaichi 3 or like Raging Blast, where you pick one character. For example, you click on Goku and then you see all them transformation. You click on Vegeta and you see all them transformation. So now, you know what I'm saying? It's way cleaner. W. Alright, next up. Alright, so next up we got a rank match and player match change. So it says right here, added a function to skip the intros at the start of the battle. Both players must input like the skip button. So I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with the intros, but like sometimes you just like wanna get like straight into the game, so that's a W. And since it says right here, both players must operate. You know what I'm saying, me and you and the other guy, y'all gotta skip. If not, like it's going. But yeah, that's a W. That's a W. Alright, so next up we got a player match change. So it says right here, added a function that allows you to choose whether or not to make the team members public or private when forming a team. So basically, if you trying to like, I don't know, counterplay a nigga when y'all playing because he got a cheesy team or whatever, you can choose whether he can see it or not. I mean, to me it doesn't really matter, but it's a W, I guess. Alright, next up. Wait, hold on, really quick before we move on. I just want to add, maybe that's because of the battle hour that's coming up. The niggas that's going up to the tournament in LA. Maybe they want to allow players to see what they're coming up against to form maybe a strategy or whatnot. I don't know, but hey, low key that might be good. Nice. So next up we got custom battle edit mode. So it says added a character order to text sorting. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what that means, and custom battle is not really my thing, so I'm gonna move on straight away. Alright, so next up we got this right here. Next up we got changes in the option, like in the main menu. In the options now, so it says right here, added a function that allows you to change the camera to a close distance in battle. Basically, y'all remember back in the day in like BC3 and like maybe the games prior, you could change like the FOV, like the distance to where you see your character. So now you could see them, either you wanted to see them closer or further, and now you can change that. WW. Alright, next up. Alright, so next up right here we got actually a new input. So fast dragon dash, new action. So on PS5, since I'm on PS5, you press L2 and X, and then you hold it. I don't know why it says R2 on here. The translation crazy. And if you're on Xbox, then you press L2 and then A. So basically, what it does is that you press that for a high-speed dragon dash to move at a high speed towards your opponent by pressing it and holding it. So I'm interested to see like what it does. I'm actually excited. Alright, next up, WWW. Alright, so next on the list right here, it says smash fighting, which basically means like your smash attack. Everyone knows what a smash attack is. So let's go. So prevent you from flinching even if you receive a rush key bullet while charging a smash attack. So basically that means while you're holding that down, even if you receive like a bunch of key blasts or whatever, you won't flinch. So you can still like get that through. You know what I'm saying? And then the next one on the list, which is very good in my opinion, it says when charging a smash attack during a rush attack, right? The amount of time that the charge time decreases according to the number of hits that's been increased. That means the more hits you do, and then you trying to input a smash attack, like to get like a perfect smash or whatever, or the smash attack, like it's gonna decrease like dramatically. So that's a really good W for aggressive players. W. All right, next up. All right, so next up right here we got rush key bullets. So basically, like when you press multiple times, like your key blast button. So it says right here, increase the amount of time it takes to shoot the next time you finish shooting. The maximum number of consecutive shots set for the character, for each character, by the way. So you can spam key blast no more. All right, and now it's possible to move while you're getting hit by multiple key blasts. Before pre-patch, fucking Broly's and fucking Kefla, weird ass niggas, these niggas be out here spamming that shit because at a certain distance, once they get close enough, like you couldn't move around and then like repel it back. It would gel you in place, and then you would get back shots and then into unblockable ult. Like that's crazy. That's a huge W, bro. I ain't gonna lie, Spike Chunsoft, y'all niggas cooked on that one. Good shit. All right, next up. All right, next up we got step in right here. So basically, it says right here, immediately after the start of the step, you will not be attacked by some of them. Rush key bullets and smash key bullets can also be avoided. Cause like I don't know, like that shit used to be like inconsistent, but now if you use it at the right time, it can be like you will gain like way more success. So that's a W. And the fact that now you can step in into like some key bullets and smash key bullets, that's a huge W too. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm messing with this. All right, next up. All right, next up right here we got Burst Smash. So it says right here, eliminate energy consumption at the time of activation and make it a specification that consumes energy according to the distance while moving. So basically that means if you use it right, like you can like really like control your resources and like, be advantages in certain situations. So that's really good. WW. All right, next up. All right, so next up right here we got Blast. Increase the amount of damage increased when using boost. So basically, when you have a character that has a buff that buffs like the damage of a blast, now that's been increased. So that's so now they're actually usable. That's good. W. Next up. Next up right here, and I think this is such a W, dog. Z search. Z search is not removed when changing characters. When Z search is off, if the opponent is in the direction in front of the field of view, it will be caught in a short time. So now when you switch characters, you're not gonna be like on like the lock is not gonna be like off when you're playing DP. And when you're taking like if you took an ultimate and survive it, like in the prior, like you would get locked out, and even if you look at a nigga straight in the space, it wouldn't lock on like for some reason. But now they made sure that like it's way more consistent and it's faster. That's a big W, dog. WW. Next up. Next up right here, I think we can all agree that this is a change that we all wanted, bro. Z counter is basically Z Vanish Wars. So it says right here, input reception time has been shortened. So now, like, you gotta be way more like on time. Like the timing is specific. When Z counter is continuous and the input difficulty has been changed to gradually increase, so as the longer like the Vanish Wars goes on, the harder it gets. Thank you. Increase the amount of energy consumed when the Z counter is successful. You're losing way more key now. Thank you. Reduce the amount of skill stock. Increase when the Z counter is successful. Thank you, bro. Oh my gosh. The amount of time niggas used to get Insta Spark off of that shit for free and then get these skill points. Nah, bro. Like, this is the biggest W of the patch, low key. W. Next up. Alright, so next up, right, we got Revenge Counter. It says right here, decrease the amount of skill stock consumed when using Revenge Counter from 2 to 1. So now it's way more usable now. W. Alright, next up. Next up right here we got rush fighting during sparking mode. The correction that gradually decreases damage on consecutive hits has been adjusted to reduce the larger extent. Combos. Guards cannot be interrupted during the final attacks such as aerial combo and aerial slash combo. So now it's scaling on the sparking rush, and when you do the final attack of a rush, it cannot be guarded. So that's good. W. Next up. Alright, so next up right here we got switch outs. So basically it says reduce the amount of health recovery for reserve characters. So now y'all can like switch, fucking exploit a nigga and then like get health back like continuously. That's good. Y'all niggas on DP are cooked. Next up. Alright, next up right here we got Z-Burst Dash when Giants do it. So Z-Burst Dash tackles by Giants can now be guarded. Thank you, bro. Like I don't know. That's how we can tell we was playing a beta, because I don't know why that shit wasn't blockable. But now they've done it. Thank you, W. Alright, next up. Alright, so next up right here we got the sparking. We all know how that works. They increased it by 1 skill point. Now you can't just spam that shit like you used to. W. Next up. Alright, so next up, basically right here, all stat that increase stats. So it says right here, reduce the consumption of skill stocks. So any buffs that you get when you using those skills, it was reduced by 1 skill point. So now it's way more affordable. W. Next. Alright, next up right here, this is a huge W, bro. After Image Strike got nerfed, so it says right here, the effect time has been shortened to 10 seconds, and it is designed to release if it is determined during the effect times. So that means if you perception while they using after image strike is gone. W. And right here it also says skinny man, but that's like false courage. Now you need 2 skill points to use it. Change the consumption skill from 1 to 2. Now you need 2 skill points. Huge W, dog. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, next up. Alright, so next up right here we got a buff for SSJ4 Goku. For his I'll defeat you in 5 seconds. So basically now it costs 2 skill points instead of 3, and now they buffed it, so now it's way more viable. W. The other change that it's down here is for Gogeta Blue. When he does like his little barrier, now he can use it when he's getting hit in front. So now that's like a burst option for him. And I know GBG from the UK, for Battle Hour, he's got to use that character. So I know that's a W for him too. W update, W update. Next up. So next up right here, we got changes to like beam attacks, like beam, you know what I'm saying? Range blast and shit. So now they reduced the speed. That's a W. So I think now it's gonna be way more easier to TP that. So that's a W. I'll take it. Next up. Next up right here, we got a buff for Super Vegeta for his final Kamehameha. The energy that he needs for that is increased, but the damage is also increased. So I guess that's a buff. Goku Daima, his quick rush attack. Now he can like switch that the direction that he uses during the rush. He can switch that. That's good. Uh, Mr. Satan right here, Hercule. His bomb, his present bomb. After the hit, I think he gets more lag, so he can't move like instantly. So I think that's good. Alright, so this right here, Android 19 and fucking Dr. Gero, that up and down shit, that shit done with. And when they grab you and then get key and health, it's reduced. So these niggas gone. Alright, next up. Alright, so second form Cell, when he grabs you, it used to be an untechable throw, but now you can tech it now. Cooler, when he transform, now the health that he gains is more, and I think that's a W because he was already a good character, so that's a W change for him. Alright, next up. Next up, Giants. So Giants now, when they do the smash attack, it takes longer and the damage is reduced. W. The health on Vegeta and Dr. Willow, the health is reduced. W, dog, I'm not gonna lie. And then as you can see, the usability and the stability of the game have been improved. That's it. W patch, man. I'm not gonna lie. W. Alright, my boys, that's it for the video. That's it for the patch. We covered everything about the patch. If y'all enjoyed it, like it, you know what I'm saying? I know like a lot of people don't put the videos out already about it and whatnot, but I just wanted to give up my 2 cents about it as well. So the only thing I feel like they should have changed still is the skill points gain, the spamming of perception and the spamming of super counters when you're getting comboed. That's it. But other than that, that's a W. And also, y'all can drop down in the comments what y'all think about the patch, what y'all think should have changed as well, just, so we can all talk together, brainstorm it and whatever. But yeah, man, let's see. Hey, like Ice Cube said, today was a good day. Today's a good day, man. Dispatch Loki saved the game. I'm not gonna lie. So that's a W. So if y'all enjoyed this video, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're new. And your boy Blair is out, bro. Peace.